Hello everyone, welcome back to the LEaF Translations podcast. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Angela, work alongside Lucy at LEaF. And today we've invited Susie along from Brewers to tell us a little bit more about the company, her role, and how they've grown over the years. So yeah, tell us a bit more, Susie.
Okay, so I'm Susie. I've worked for the company Brewers for 25 years. So I'm now the operations analyst. So what that means is I help look after the websites, basically.
I was going to say that's a very fancy sounding title.
Oh, yeah. Fancy job. Yeah. I'm quite fancy.
Yeah.
So
you're in charge of the data, is that
data,
right?
yeah. Making sure everything goes right, software testing. Mm-hmm. So before it goes live, making sure everything's working. Kind of working on the development, so working with you guys to translate the website. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so lots to do.
Yeah.
But so our company has been going since 1904.
Wow.
So we basically have stores all around the country who serve the decorator and the DIY trade. And in 1999, our current chairman, Mark Brewer, he had the idea to start Wallpaper Direct. And this came from originally when you bought wallpaper, you would go to a store and a customer would say, I've seen a yellow floral wallpaper. And then whoever was in the showroom, you have massive wallpaper books basically. So they would have to pick the book, whittle it down.
Try and work it out from that vague description.
Yeah. So you'd have thousands of patterns and you'd have to kind of work out what the customer wanted. So he came up with the idea of selling wallpaper online. Mm-hmm. That way you could...
And back in 1999, that was quite early, wasn't it, for e-commerce businesses?
Yeah. So he actually took the idea, was telling the suppliers the idea, and everybody laughed at us, said it'll never work, you'll never be able to sell wallpaper online. And here we are now. So we've kind of gone from strength to strength. 2013, we launched Wallpaper Direct America. So we have a team in America that helps us with that. And they're awesome. Talk to the customers a lot. Brilliant. And then basically we were looking at other countries that we were doing well with, but obviously they're not English-speaking countries. So that was how we eventually decided we wanted to reach more people in their own language.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And give them the nice experience of Wallpaper Direct.
Yeah. So how did you come to choose America to begin with as your first market to launch abroad with?
I think because we could see the potential there. I mean, wallpaper, when we launched it, wasn't so popular as it is now. And it was like a growing market. So I think we always knew we'd do quite well there. So.
And with it being the same language, I suppose, is that idea that at least that's one less barrier to overcome. But have you found any other challenges, although it's an English-speaking market, have you learned anything about?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So we always contact the team. There's like little spelling changes. There's they'll word something. So we'll word something how we see it, and then we'll pass it to them marketing-wise, and they'll look at it and say, oh, actually, we think it's probably better this way. So, yeah.
So your team in the States will kind of adjust everything, copy to the cultural nuances.
Yeah.
Are there any terms within the wallpaper industry that are very different between... Is quite a lot of the terms used quite similar, or are there differences in
I think the difference with America is they buy on double rolls, so they're double rolls. So in
what do you mean
the
on double
UK?
rolls?
Okay, so it's the size
because it's America and it's massive, so they need double.
They have big houses with rooms. Yeah, they traditionally have double rolls. So at the beginning, we did have a bit of a problem where they were ordering too much. Right. So it's just a bigger roll because they've got bigger houses than we have. Yeah. So that's really about it, really.
So that's it's quite a simple thing, but obviously quite a significant thing if they're ordering the wrong quantity.
So then that leads you to make changes to the text, so you make sure they know what they're getting. Mm-hmm. So all these things you can adjust. Yeah. And then it's, And
I guess stuff like that's things you wouldn't necessarily think about before, and you kind of have to work it out as you go.
Yeah.
And in terms of moving to European markets, then how was that perceived internally at Brewers, and then obviously Wallpaper Direct? What made you really take that plunge? Was it seen? How was it seen?
Well, I think we looked at areas where we were already doing trade into, which we thought we could improve on.
I suppose, like, it'd be interesting to understand from a company point of view, from Brewers' point of view, and the board of directors, their appetite to export into Europe, and why. I mean, what year? It was very recently, was it, that you started in France?
So France was, I think,
2 years ago.
2 years.
So basically, yeah, there we are. So in 2023, you launched in France. You had an idea in 1999 to sell wallpaper through Wallpaper Direct.
Yeah.
So it's taken a lot. And 10 years later, you've gone into America. It's taken another 10 years to decide to go on the continent in Europe that's effectively our neighbour. I would say, why did it take so long, and what were the reasons behind it? It'd be really interesting to understand if something was holding the company back, or...
I don't think anything was holding us back. I just think we were busy doing what we were doing. and it's just recently we were thinking of ways to grow the business outside of the UK market.
I guess it's establishing a solid foundation first, isn't it? And
then getting
feeling confident
right.
enough to then take the next step.
Yeah.
Because arguably, is it more complicated to export to the States than it is to export to France?
There's things you have to take in mind, basically. So with America, there's sales tax.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure, and that's by state. So it's a lot more.
Oh, it's different by state.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's very few that there's no sales tax, but they'll be different at different rates.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, that's difficult because it's shown by your address on our website. So you would put your address in, and then it would work it out for you. And then, and you have to do everything by the book. So
of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then, so in comparison, launching into France, how does that compare to trading e-commerce wise into the States?
It's been fine.
Yeah, very
because
straightforward.
we were already supplying France. It's just obviously we were only capturing English speakers. And that's
Right.
not what we really want for our customers. We want them to have a wonderful experience, and having a website in their own language, like silly little things like checkout. If you need to make it as simple for the customer as possible, and if it's not in your native language, it makes it even more complicated, doesn't it? So we just want everyone who uses Wallpaper Direct to have a really lovely experience.
So how has that evolved then from just servicing, say, the expat market in France to translating the full website and looking at the localization of it? How has that transformed the business?
Oh, it's been going really, really well. So it was the first time. So we didn't know anything about translating the website. So we approached a couple of companies, and then we found Lucy and her team, who have been awesome because we were so new to it, we didn't really know where to begin, how it was going to work. And we talked through it together, didn't we, a lot, and got together and found out ways that we could work. And it was brilliant, really, really good. And even with that, you kind of think, you start the project and you think, right, we've got 3,000 products on the website at the moment. We need to translate all of those, but we also need things like terms and conditions, FAQs.
Wow.
It's not just,
Yeah.
the website content, it's everything. So I think that was a kind of recognising what a massive job it is.
That's it. So it's quite overwhelming, really, isn't it? So the level of content that needs translating and translating correctly.
Yeah.
How did you approach that in a manageable way for the business?
Well, what we did to start with, we kind of picked the best-selling because we had all the data, so we went through and picked what was doing well. We've got our own brand, Albany, which is exclusive to us. So obviously it makes sense for our own brands and our own exclusive collections to get those translated first. So we kind of launched France with the first section, and then we've continuously been adding monthly, because wallpaper collections come in and out all the time, as you know. So it's kind of an ongoing thing.
Kind of never stops.
Yeah, it never stops.
You've got kind of a monthly requirement of updating the website to make sure it's up to date with your collections.
Yeah, we broke it down, didn't we? So we did sort of the keyword research and competitor analysis, and then we worked out the main pages and the main collections and did all that first as like a big project, and then all the subsequent things were kind of broken down month by month, and it's just kind of continued, and now it's a case of just keeping up to date with the updating the collections, isn't it? So,
And have you found any differences in product choices, versus the UK?
How
have
definitely.
you developed that?
So you've got your analytics from your website, so you can kind of see there'll be different papers popular in different countries, and then you can tailor each one. Again, customer experience, you want to show them what they're interested in. So like it's winter here, it might be summer somewhere else. You've got that option to kind of change, or like a special event or a bank holiday or something in a different country. That you can kind of celebrate on your homepage. Whereas if you've got the one website, you're speaking to everyone, aren't you?
Yeah, so you're trying to communicate.
It's more localised. It's
Yeah, so you can take into account French cultural differences, different tastes, and everything.
Do they like lean towards different types of wallpaper, like more patterned or like colours? Is there like clear differences between the markets that you found?
I found when I looked at Spain, they were quite bright and bold, and France was more classic. Which is kind of what I kind of expected, really.
Yeah.
And here, UK, just a mishmash of everything.
Nice and varied, yeah. And how did you move from going from France to Spain? What made you go in that direction?
Well, I think because we did France, that kind of opened it up to us, because we then had a process in place. We had a team that we trust and liked working with. So it was an easy decision to make, really.
Yeah, just roll out to a different language and use the experiences from France to transition to
we'll
Spain.
have them all at some point.
Absolutely.
Just keep going.
Where do you think you're going next? What's the next steps?
Nothing yet. Not that I've been told.
It's nice though, isn't it, to know that you've got that sort of structure and system, I guess, that you can just replicate it for different countries, and you know now exactly what you need to do to get the website up and running, and to like how long it takes and all those processes. So it is just a case now of you can look at where has potential and roll it out. It's kind of it's exciting.
It was a lot less stressful than I thought it would be as well.
And what would you say is your kind of, if there's a company out there listening to this today that is thinking, oh gosh, we really need to launch in a country, whether it's in Europe or America or wherever it is, what would your top piece of advice be to kind of, what's the first thing you need to kind of think about before you kind of
you need to properly research. So like I said, with the US sales tax, postage, make sure you can deliver there. you know, there's no restrictions. There's no point just launch. You need to do your work. You need to make sure that it's the right choice.
And then I guess in each instance for you, like launching in America and then France and then Spain, you've done that kind of logistical setup, if you like, as a step one, and then rolled out to right now we need to share that message to kind of that country as to what's available to them.
Yeah, we have Canada and Australia. I shouldn't miss them out. So we have a Canadian and an Australian version of the website too.
Yeah.
And in terms of the people on the ground then, so in the different countries, do you have like a team of people in each of the countries?
In America we do. Yeah, we have a team of 5, I believe. They'll kill me if I get it wrong. But that's a very different culture too. So in the UK, we're very much like just buy it online. If we don't like it, return it. Whereas I think in America, it's more of a conversation. They'll like a conversation about it. So our team's great at that.
So do they ring your team up, or is it via chat?
Yeah,
bots,
so
they
like a conversation.
Like a proper pick up the phone conversation.
Yeah.
Which
and
is
our
really
team's quite
interesting, isn't it?
proactive as well. So they'll contact customers too
And
that they've spoken to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you see that requirement in France and Spain in terms of needing a local team or?
Yeah, you've got to have someone who can, because you have customer services messages. You've got to have a native speaker or someone who speaks the language.
Yeah.
For sure. Because you can't offer a website in a language and not speak it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an important part of the customer service, isn't it? Like you need people in France to feel like the French website is for them and caters to their needs, and language is such a big part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And do you get any type of feedback from the end users in the markets? Or
I haven't. I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, I just wondered in terms of customer experience and
I think the department I work in, we don't tend to see too much of that because we're in the background, but yeah.
How big is the company? Like how many people work for Brewers? Sorry, putting you on the spot. Roughly. Less than 100, more than 100?
Oh, much more than 100. 800?
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, wow, it's a significant employer in the region.
So we have warehouse team. So we have just Wallpaper Direct. We have our content team, our side, which is the web development team, and obviously the States. But then there's all the stores. So there's everybody. There's head office, which is where I used to work. That's full of people being helpful.
And do you have local distribution centres in France and Spain to fulfil those orders?
No, because we've got so good at shipping. We know where we've fallen down on everything. So we've got a well-oiled machine. So sending something to the States, to France, it's no time at all, really. We do get some reviews like, wow, I ordered that on Wednesday and I'm in America and I've got it 2 days later.
Wow.
I could be lying there.
Yeah, but we all exaggerate, Susie, it's fine. You mean it's very efficient, it's fine. We're not going to...
we know what we're doing, basically.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for a long time, so...
And I guess if you do it all in-house, then you can keep control of it, can't you? So,
Yeah.
Brilliant. So next country... Who knows? Watch this space.
Ooh, pick one I like.
Where do you want to visit?
Japan.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd love to go to Japan.
Yeah. Well, I think
I'd like to go
Japanese.
to Japan. Maybe we could go on a research trip. See how much wallpaper they buy in Japan. And
I know, I do.
Yeah, I think
really.
Yeah.
There's quite a market for it because it's traditionally,
Yeah.
huge in China, isn't it? They might not want our paper, but you'll get some people that like to buy from us, so they'll like an English brand.
Yeah, I guess the English brand does have some a good reputation, doesn't it, in certain things?
You've got Morris is really popular.
Yeah,
around
traditional English
wallpaper. That's
wallpaper.
Always at the top. Yeah.
I've got a question.
Go on.
About the translation and all that work that went into the website. Obviously, LEaF provided the service. Did you ever consider a machine translation route, or how did you consider which company to use?
Okay, so we were aware of machine translation, but it wasn't the route that we wanted to go to. We wanted it to be real people, because you can't replicate that, I don't think. So we always wanted to go that route. So we approached a few companies, and Lucy stood out because she suits us, I think. She was very clear. Everything was easy to understand. She was willing to work with us with what we already had, rather than we were getting companies wanting all kinds of information and couldn't give it. basically.
Yeah, asking you for information that you couldn't even provide as a new thing, isn't it? So how do you know what the information is if you've never done it before?
Exactly, and kind of quite abrupt.
Right.
And this is the way we do it. This is what you need to give us. And prescriptive.
We didn't get that with LEaF. We got a lovely
personalised service.
Yeah. Well, it's people to people, isn't it? It's like the translation. That's why you're doing it, because you want to reach people and
and build connections and relationships, don't you? So even if you've got an end user, you want to make sure that they can kind of like understand what the product is.
Yeah.
And it be professional.
Yeah. And also that it sounds right, that the descriptions are written correctly. Because a lot of the wallpaper descriptions, the language is quite a lot of flowery language and very descriptive language. And if you put that through a machine, it would, it wouldn't make sense, a lot of it, would it? There's a lot of sort of references to things as well. So it's, it's not as simple as just a straightforward sort of piece of text. There's a lot of nuance to it, I think.
And that was how we benefited as well, because Lucy's team would let us know, you've got this, and it means something else or something like that, and can asked us to make a decision on it. So
and also
you wouldn't pick that up with machine learning.
And also we spotted a few sort of things that didn't, when we read it in English, we're like, not quite sure what that means. Susie, can you help us out here? And you're like, all right, we'll just change it on the English website.
So you were correcting the English version as well?
Yeah, that quite often happens. When you translate something, you notice any errors in the source text. So you naturally, it does improve the source text as well as the actual translation.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So a bonus service.
There you go. Excellent.
Yeah.
So what sort of step change did you get from not having, say, trading into France and then translating everything into French? What sort of step change in sales did you see? Was it quite an instant uplift? Or
it's fairly quick, probably within about 4 months.
Wow.
We were noticing an increase, and then it's just kind of grown and grown and grown. It's been quite amazing, yeah.
And are you still seeing that momentum now as time progresses?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Well, I suppose the more people find you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that'll be through the kind of...
Yeah, with SEO
as well, being considered and not just translating, you're looking at the keywords as well.
Yeah. So you're actually being found for the words they're searching for and not the English words. So then you you get prioritised, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's in native language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and we're climbing up those ranks.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So overall it's a good news story then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been great.
In terms of France and Spain, so in terms of the wallpaper markets, are they quite saturated market? Like the online markets, are there lots of competitors? Do you kind of stand out for certain things, or how does it kind of compare to the UK?
Well, we've always prioritised kind of our exclusive collections. So we have collections which with, say, Morris, big brand, but we've recoloured kind of classic designs, so you can only get them from us. So we do have that as a kind of competitive edge there. And we did kind of have a look, and they do have websites selling wallpaper, but it's more of both in France. It seemed to be more like the whole offering, paint.
Right, yeah.
Whereas, like a wallpaper is such a big thing because you've got so many designs, so many colours. You've got wallpaper murals now, which are beautiful. Can completely transform your room in like a weekend.
I might be buying some of those soon.
But I just think what I will say, before I worked in the department, I was a paint girl. My parents have always used wallpaper. They love wallpaper, but I wasn't a wallpaper person. And when you join the team, you go on the course to learn it, learn how to hang it. And so I thought, I'll have a go at this. And then it was just addictive.
Yeah.
Because it completely changes a room.
Yeah.
Like paint
and the patterns.
is lovely, but you've got so much choice. That's the problem, I think. And that was why it works online.
Yeah.
Because you can, with our website, you can bring it right down, refine your search.
And do you do kind of the visuals where you can click the button and what it looks like in a room.
Yeah, so there's different room sets that it scrolls in.
Yeah. So you can really see the impact of a big pattern. 'Cause sometimes that can be quite scary, can't it? Like, I'm going to get this patterned paper and then it look too bold or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
You have to be careful
exciting.
when you hang it as well, because I have a big geometric one. And because this day and age with paste-the-wall wallpaper, it's just so easy to do. Like back in the day, you got the pasting table out. I remember my dad would have massive pasting table out, all the paper sitting there with the paste preparing. Whereas now you just
whap it on the wall and then stick it on.
And if you do it wrong, you can move it around.
Oh, right. Wow.
So it is,
okay.
that was going to say I did it wrong at one point. I was standing back looking at it thinking, it looks a bit funny, and then kind of worked it out. So, yeah.
Because I'm a bit scared of wallpaper.
Don't
Because
be.
I feel like I'd probably mess it up and then I'd be like,
I know, I agree. And then it's going to be like all
move
bubbly.
It around, can you? Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
yeah, you
bubbles,
can-
is it, in my
you
head
flush
it's a
them
really
out.
difficult thing, but
Yeah.
maybe I just need
Go on
to.
a website. We've got lots
Yeah.
of how-tos.
Yeah.
It will tell you how to do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Can
It's
you
a lot.
read it in French?
Once you've done it once, it's
Easy,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll talk you through it.
Yeah. Get a lesson.
Go on a master course when we go visit Susie.
Yeah.
We'll just go and do a wallpaper course.
Yeah, I'd love that.
And then we're both just going to like cover our house in wallpaper.
I guess a fairly businessy question, but in terms of return on investment from translating the websites into French and Spanish, has it kind of been what you expected, or how has it
We've
kind
hit
of
our
matched
targets
up?
for France, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And which at the beginning, you're just like, I don't know. That's just a personal opinion. I was like, I don't know if we're going to do that.
Yeah.
But we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's quite an undertaking though as well, isn't it? Because like you say, there's like, because you've prioritised, that makes a difference, but you've translated all those products, then the articles, then the terms and conditions. That's quite a lot of investment, but I guess your margins are probably quite profitable. I don't know, but
Yeah,
like,
well, it's increased sales. So
Yeah, and,
sales
and once you've done sort of the bulk of it, it is just keeping the collections up to date, isn't it? And then it's there, so and then it's you can sell as much as you can distribute, essentially.
Yeah. And because we'd already done that development work with France, when you're adding Spain in, then you already know the whole process.
and even though you've got different products going into different countries, effectively you're manufacturing it all from one spot. It's just you monitoring volumes and stuff, so it's not like tiny volumes. It's all based on bigger.
So we have, so we're a brand house. So we have our own wallpaper that we have, but we also sell different brands too. So we have a warehouse that we sell the product out, and we also have options where we get it straight from the supplier. So it is a bit hit and miss, but you kind of know there's patterns. So you'll have like a pattern. So we have samples, wallpaper samples. Always get a wallpaper sample. Never just buy the wallpaper and put it up. Always get a sample, and they're free on our website. 3.
How big
free.
are the samples? And like, how,
A4.
okay, yeah. Is that for colours then? Or?
So well, yeah, because and texture.
Oh.
So the texture of the wallpaper. So you might get a wallpaper and it looks a certain way on the website, and when you get it, it's textured, and that's not what you wanted.
Okay.
Or the colour looks different, which it will do with different screen resolutions. So always get a
top
sample. So basically, every month you'll see at the top set they'll be similar for like a period of time. So we did have a lovely flamingo design.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
It was our hero wallpaper, and it was so popular, but we retired it at COVID.
Oh.
But you will get that one design that you won't know, and it'll just take off and be super popular.
Yeah.
So is the flamingo ever going to come out of retirement, or is it?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like it could be like limited edition for 1 month. Then.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Yeah, maybe you should bring it back. You should bring it back.
Yeah.
The
But it was
Flammel
like we had a shuffleboard place in America, and they had it in their bathroom. They don't call it that, do they? Anyway, they have it in their bathroom, and they had like a tag, beak of the week, I think it was. And they would take their picture with our wallpaper and we'd get tagged in every time.
Wow.
Oh, that's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And then other people were picking it up.
Yeah.
So it was just crazy.
Kind of went viral.
And I guess like really bold patterns.
Oh,
like
it was
that,
really
and that's-
bold.
Yeah. It's
I'll
distinctive.
send you a
and,
picture
yeah.
after. So
Yeah.
I reckon the Spanish market would like that.
They probably did
Flamingos.
at the time, yeah. Maybe we'll just bring it back for Spain.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't have been. Were you already trading in Spain 5 years
So
ago?
we've been kind of global for a long time. It's just obviously you're only capturing the people that can speak English.
Yeah, so kind of like, is it that idea that you kind of accidentally exported, but then you saw the opportunity to do more?
I suppose so, because, when you're doing your stats at the end of the month and there's countries keep popping up, then that's, that you've got an opportunity there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're showing up on the rankings and you don't have a Spanish website, as soon as you have a website that has the word for wallpaper in Spanish, whatever that may be, whenever a Spanish person, maybe we should say French. When you're exporting,
I don't even know.
Oh, I was relying on you there.
I know you were. I'm like, I've never needed any wallpaper in France.
I should know it too.
But as soon as you've got your website in that language, then everyone who then searches for it in their native language will see your website.
Yeah.
Whereas before it would literally just have been the English people, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's the key point, isn't it? The importance of the key words.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than just, I'm sure there's plenty of companies that just think, just get something translated, launch it, see what happens. But if you've not thought about the key words and then the nuance of language, you could end up giving yourself a bad reputation, couldn't you? Rather than
and brand voice
benefiting.
is so important, and like you were aware of that, weren't you? Like it needed to have the right tone and to convey the right messaging and to fit in with your general
image, company image, company profile.
This,
It looks fabulous when you do it.
Yeah, I mean, from our point of view, it's been great. Like working with you guys, it's been a real success story, I guess, of how you can, if you do the right research and you know about the country and you have all the logistics and everything set up, how big a success it can be if you make the investment so the website's all translated properly, and then, well, there's no stopping you really, because it just works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then once you've done that in one country, you can just keep rolling it out.
Yeah. And then it's the analytics, I suppose. Your role is looking at the performance and checking that it's doing what it needs to and tweaking as you go along to make it even better.
Yeah, you've got to stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah. Which is why, roles like yours and your teams exist, eh? It's a big job.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Great stuff.